Just pop that one on. Imagine walking through the airport with this on and everybody stopping you going, I want to take a picture, or I don't know who that guy is, but he's a little overdressed for the airport. So I'm super honored to be here. Thank you, Teresa, for inviting me. I was actually supposed to be here last year. A lot of complications in the way, but I'm so grateful that I'm here this year. And I'm so excited about tomorrow. Who's excited about tomorrow? Woo-hoo-hoo! So we are celebrating so many things. Transformation. Who believes the world deserves a little, needs a little extra love? Needs a little transformation. People to become more of who we really are as a people and less of who we're not, right? Right? Less of who we're not, more of who we really are. So I'm super honored about that. And I was just reading the back of this book, and I was so moved by that as well. So we're going to be talking about a lot of things tonight. So first and foremost, who am I? Sir Kaya Redford. I'm actually in the same royal order as Sir Dr. James Barron, Sir Dr. James Dentley, who's also featured on the book. I am a success coach for Fortune 100 and 500 companies. Anybody bank with Chase Bank? That's our client, Wells Fargo. We train a lot of real estate companies, mortgage companies, financial service companies, the biggest companies in the world. In fact, last year we worked with a company called Ajinomoto that did 12.9 billion in revenue last year. Who'd be okay with like one of those 12 billions, right? Their valuation is 220 billion. We also do leadership, conflict prevention, and conflict resolution trainings for the mayor's offices across the nation and the cities to get people to, can't we all just get along a little more? Can't we all get along? So super honored to be here. We also work with, and I've directed a documentary called Homeless in America, which won Best Social Documentary at the New York International Film Festival. Finding out that a lot of homeless people are actually veterans that suffer from PTSD. So then we started working, doing rehabilitation for veterans that suffer from PTSD. And then more recently, supporting the child and human trafficking crisis. So I really believe that's what this movement is about helping humanity arrive at who we really are. So give yourselves a huge round of applause for being here. Now, I'm curious, who flew the furthest to get here? Where y'all fly from? I flew from Newport Beach, California, so that was maybe a couple hours. Oh, from Paris. Oh, all righty then. Yes. Yes, we're going to be there in 2-3 weeks. We're going to go with Chin Yao, who's the founder of our Pásalo Pa'lante, Pay It Forward movement, which we're going to be collaborating with this incredible organization. So what do I want to share with you? I first want to just say this is amazing. It's an honor being here. And really what we're here to do is celebrate the transformation, the unity, the peace, and the purpose. And I'm so honored to have this amazing woman that I've known for a few years, and we've been chatting back and forth. And how many of you are really familiar with her background, by the way? Yes. I'm going to be sharing that in a little bit in a minute, but I think we're due to have a video play. Are we due for a video play? I think we had some music in the background, or at least I was hearing music in my own head. And then we've got a video to play because we were featured in Time their own purpose. Who's excited about here? The one person that had a little idea that's turned into a global mission and vision. Let's invite to the stage the visionary Teresa Lawrence. Give another round of applause for visionary Teresa Lawrence.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna move this. Okay, he didn't need a step stool, but I did. If I could not have dreamed this up, thank you all for being here. Okay, apparently I need the mic. So here I am. I could not have dreamed this up. I am so grateful that you are all here. If I had a dream, and I had a dream of all the new leaders across the world, the young leaders, loving on themselves, loving on the planet, and living in integrity. And what does that mean? You know, 3 years ago, or whenever COVID hit, everybody started to die, and I realized I was not living my truth. And I just turned 60, and I said, how in the world am I, what is it that I'm doing that's gonna change the world, that's gonna make a difference? And I went down the list of everything I've ever wanted to do, and I decided to do it. And the minute I did that, the minute I chose me, and this is important for everybody that's listening, the minute I chose me, my life exploded. And everybody thinks you need to do things for other people. You don't. Do things for you. The divine has a plan for you. Honor you. And the minute you honor you, the world will honor you. And you will bring such goodness into the world that you can't even imagine. And I'm coming back to this moment, this book launch. I could not have imagined this. I could not have imagined the people in the book. I am so grateful to all of you for being here. I am grateful to the people that are authors that are online. My cousin Robert is in the book, and he went to Times Square today to take a picture of himself in front of the Times Square billboard. How cool is that? You know, my sister is in the book. Yeah, how cool is that? I could not have made this stuff up. And I asked people, they said yes or they said no, respectfully, and I respected them. The group that said yes was phenomenal. And I just have to say, Dennis Bonilla is the most social media savvy individual on the planet. He has posted everything. We are everywhere. We are #1 in at least 3 countries, and we haven't even begun our media campaign. So I thank all of the authors. I thank everybody here. I thank the universe. I thank Linda Sunshine West from Action Takers Publishing. It is phenomenal what we have accomplished. And if I can accomplish this, Dr. Lauren is here. He's my coach. He knew. I sat in front of him and said, I cannot do a Zoom. I don't enjoy seeing my face in public. Can you believe what's happened in 3 years? I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm dressed like a goddess. This is like strange existential stuff. And you're experiencing it with me. And this morning, Mavis Ty did a seminar to get us ready. And she said, well, so what haven't you accomplished? Okay, I have met world leaders dressed as a butterfly. They have not taken me seriously. Let's face it, we have here, and he's laughing, Chris Igwe, who also did not take me seriously. I have hounded this man. I have chased this man. I fell in love with his wife, Pamela, and I believe Pamela won him over. He's here. He's an author in the book. I mean, is it like, I don't even have words to describe what has happened. I am just grateful. I am grateful for everybody that's here. This is an incredible experience. And now I have to mention Grace Lovray, who is, yes, they're all clapping. You guys don't understand who Grace Lovray is. She doesn't even want to be known for who she is. She has, yes, and her family is here. There are so many people here that you wouldn't even expect. Grace lost her partner, Bobby, I believe on June 2nd. I fell in love with Bobby the minute I met him. They invited me to their home, and he picked me up at the train station. You guys don't know New York, but New York is very much like, it has all these suburbs that have distances that are incredible. And Bobby picked me up at the train station. He looked at me, he goes, "Do you like fish?" And I said, "Yeah, I like fish." The man was a gourmet cook. He was the most beautiful person I have met. I fell in love with him in an instant, and he is here with us. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Bobby. Grace, Bobby was supposed to cook for us for our dinner yesterday. I don't even know when our dinner was. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. And Grace and her family cooked for us, and it was phenomenal. So thank you, Grace, for being here. I know it's difficult for you to be here, but I am grateful. And now I'm going to return the mic over to Sir Kaya so that he can introduce whatever is going to happen next. Because I have to tell you, there's so much happening. I have no idea what is happening. I'm just so grateful. So thank you all for being here, and I thank you for this experience. I don't even know if that works.
Let's give another round of applause for the hearts behind this vision. So I am going to invite the woman, the leader that Teresa has just been talking about, Grace Lovray. How many of us have actually met her and you know her? Some of you may not as much. So she operates a family office, and she actually specializes in mental health. And she's one of the authors in this book, this incredible book called The Wings of Purpose. And she's also going to be moderating the panel. So I'd like to invite Grace. Let's give a huge round of applause to Grace Lovray. I'm going to give you the mic.
All right. Well, I want everybody to know that I got asked to do this only yesterday. So it's all going to be improv, not only me using a paper, but the panel that I invite up here has no idea what I'm going to ask them. So
that's the best.
Let's just enjoy it and have fun. So first off, I want to welcome everyone and thank everyone for being here. Purpose, a direction that is personally meaningful. It is to go beyond comfort and approval, and that your actions contribute to something larger than yourself. That's the meaning of purpose. So in keeping with the mission of the Trueness Project, which is to guide young people to be true to themselves and find their wings, my questions will be based on conversations you have with a younger generation, and how our purpose can be impactful. So let me introduce my panel. Each one has been gracious enough to write a chapter in the book, Wings of Purpose. I introduce you to Dennis Bonilla. His chapter is Turning Wreckage into Impact. My next panelist is Elle Ullman.
Round of applause to Elle Ullman.
Her chapter is Energy You Leave Behind. My third panelist is Mr. Paris, Chris Egway, which his chapter is Breaking Down Barriers.
Chris Esway. Away.
And my last panelist is the very lively Dr. Lauren Michaels, and his chapter
Dr.
is
Lauren
One Day
Michaels.
from Tomorrow. Yeah, somebody was sitting on the mic. Yeah. Oh, great, thank you. Here you go. So Dennis, you're going to be my first victim.
Okay.
No, he's going to be your first butterfly.
Okay, my first butterfly. All right.
I can't hear you.
All right. So, Dennis, you experienced the loss of a daughter. You were blindsided. Are emotional wounds lessons where you can frame that pain as a teacher? How would you help someone find purpose that is carrying pain that has not landed yet?
Wow. That's a big question.
I know.
Well, you're never prepared for that pain. So, like you lost your partner, when it happened suddenly, you just devastated. And
The mic on.
I don't know if the mic's on.
what is it on? It's on there.
There we
Yeah.
go. I can't-
When it happens, you're devastated. You lose all focus and direction. There's no compass. You've never trained how to react to that. Well, is that a planned event? Okay.
Are we supposed to get up and leave now, or what? You're doing that now while we're live? You couldn't practice before? What the? I know that's a difficult question.
No, no.
What I really want you to do is, if you had a younger person in front of you, how that is carrying a pain, going through it like you did, what would you say to that person?
Well, it happened that way because shortly after my daughter passed away, a friend of mine who was working for me keeled over at a dinner in the Philippines, at a business dinner, and he had a young, lovely wife with three beautiful young girls, 5 years old, 3 years old, 1 year old. And that helped me with my grieving because I was not over. I just didn't know what to do. And when I was at his eulogy, the room was packed with all sorts of friends and employees. And it's just like when you go in portrait mode, where everything is blanked out except the subject you are focused on. And I was focused on her, the mother, and she was very young, and the kids. And I said, it's great that everybody's here and everybody's supporting you and loving you, and things are great. But there's going to be a point in the evening when you're going to go home and you're going to be alone. And that's when the demons will come in. And I said, these girls would not, and Ray would not have wanted you to fall apart in the most important moment of their life and do something irrational. And that helped me heal. It helped her heal. And all you can say is you got to move on. And taking a cowardly exit is not how you move on. And that's not how you set an example. So all you can do is say, you'll get through it. There's no training program for it. There's no preparation for it. But you will figure it out and you will move on. And interestingly enough, every year since that happened, it's been 26 years ago, I will meet somebody once a year, serendipitously, in some place, who will just have a conversation, and there will be somebody who's had a loss, and it's become my purpose to make sure they understand they can get through it.
Thanks, Dennis. Elle, you're next.
Yes, I'm ready.
You found your why in the face of adversity. You say we put our dreams behind us, we trade them, and that's a mistake. Are there not different stages of finding yourself, and not all stages are mistakes? How would you speak to a young person about finding their why, their purpose, without compromising their dreams, knowing it's a bumpy road?
I should spend some
I
more
didn't
time
tell
with
you it would be easy.
Well, I agree that there are different times in life. I mean, the reason you put them behind you is because there's no choice, right? There is a priority. you can't, sometimes you must move forward. You cannot let that fail, the child fail. You have to focus on moving your child forward. So you must put whatever you're thinking of. There is no, you can't do it later. You know, you have to seize that opportunity. And I think for people that are a young person, and I love working with young people, that to find their why, they have to, you really have to find out who you are yourself. And they're still in the process of doing that, you know, figuring out what their identity is. So I tell them to explore different things, to step outside their comfort zone because they're young and figure out what really feels good, because they actually don't know yet. I mean, what their why is, I don't think. I think they know, but you have to step outside your comfort zone and try something completely different, and then you'll come up with new. That's how I would find their why. Purpose, I've always believed it's evolution. First, you really do have to figure out what you want and just support them.
So it's okay to tell a child you can make a mistake.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, one of the things in my book is like, it's not going to failure,
Failure is
right?
not
My
a
kids,
word.
as you may know, were the Team USA sailors. It's actually finding your limit. Your job is actually to go do anything that you want to the very best of your ability until you hit the ceiling. You are going to fail. Now get up again and you make those adjustments and iterations and keep moving forward. There's no other way to do it.
Thanks. Are we ready? Chris, your chapter talks about success and leadership. How would you talk to a young person about success and leadership that has a sense of purpose?
Well, one of the first things I would say is young people don't always know necessarily what leadership means. We're adults, we're sitting in this room. There are so many books out there on leadership. There is so much discussion about leadership. We look at governments, we look at teachers, professors, those that we look up to. And very often, the younger people ask themselves, if that is what leadership is about, I don't want to be a leader. So initially, their first reaction is, and this is not a political discussion, but I'm just saying that one of the big challenges that we have throughout the globe is getting younger people to actually take an interest in politics, in issues in their local community, to take a stand and to vote. They don't want to vote because they don't know who to vote for, because they don't see leaders and leadership around them. I'm just using that as a simple example. So what I'm saying is, we can talk about leadership, but I think we've got to take it from a place of, first of all, what is it that they, kind of addressing the purpose piece, what is it that they would like to achieve in their life? Help them understand that, help them see that. And that creates an opportunity to say to them, you can be the leader. You can take that forward. You can address that. Rather like Teresa's done. She didn't know where this would take her. She didn't know how this would turn into something. Because so often the leadership word ends up being such a burden to people that they say, I don't want it. I reject being a leader, because if that's what it takes, that is hard work. And I don't want hard work. So you've got to talk them through the process, help them to understand that leadership can be as small or can be as big as they want it to be. But what does that become? So then, wrapping it up, the purpose piece is, what is it that they want to do with their lives, what they want to achieve? Because very often they don't know that. And so we have to work with them to explore those. And the way that I do it is asking questions. I ask a lot of questions, and I go deeper and deeper and deeper, because that is one thing that I've been taught by someone who you may know, a great mentor of mine, Bob Proctor, who passed away a couple of years ago. Bob was intense in asking deep questions, and I think I've answered the question. I don't need to go any further. I didn't say that to him. You never say that to Bob. But you keep asking the question, you keep taking it further. And through that, they then uncover for themselves what it is that their purpose is all about. And that grows within them. And you help them understand it may not be what you see today, but it could be what you see in a few years' time. Because purpose, I believe, evolves to something even bigger, better, and greater.
So their best accomplishment would be to be a leader in their own life first. Okay. Dr. Lauren, you survived the foster care system, and it took you many years to realize there are no mistakes and not every experience becomes a lesson. I'm going to put you in front of a group of foster kids. Explain to them how they can find peace in life changes and accept what cannot be controlled. What stays is what you choose, and every mile shapes us, and how they can impact others through that experience.
Love this. The reason I love that question is because I started answering it when I needed to have answers for myself. I tell foster kids, which incidentally, as a speaker for many years, was the hardest audience to get hired to place me in front of. I thought it would be a shoe-in. It was just last year, for 11, 12, 13 years, took that long. But I tell them what I tell all children. I experienced horrifying trauma the very first night in foster care, the very first night. And I knew the very next morning that there was more than just what met the eye. So I tell kids, no matter what it feels like, and this is for adults too, I don't care if it's big T, little t, middle T, any T, the moment trauma touches you personally, know this. That is the exact moment that something greater than yourself has officially marked you for greatness. And when you tell the truth to a child, they get it. They haven't been jaded. They haven't been, duped. They are seeking the truth. They are still living through that once upon a time lens. And when it comes to mistakes, I don't believe in them. I think that whatever happens it has to happen. The universe makes it happen because if you are not living an interesting journey, why 1,000 years from now would your story still be would people be interested in your story? So whenever the ing is in front of you, it means you are inside of a purposeful process. You are growing. After all, it has to hurt in order to stand out. Why do we call them growing pains? Every time you feel something that hurts you, head for the wall. All of us, when we were children, or most of us, when we were growing like a weed, how could you have grown so fast in a month? Get to the wall, let me see. And we didn't go like this and slump and shrink. We stood and almost cheated, tried to get on our tiptoes so that the mark would go even higher. But when I tell children about this, with the growing pains, don't approach the wall looking right here or even an inch or two above it. Look as high as your heart desires you to see. Don't shoot for the beach, shoot for the horizon. Everything beyond it. Because if you shoot for the beach, you might be selling hot dogs on the beach. You see? And so when you say this to children love to be asked their opinions. I seek their help. What would you tell me? 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-olds. I have gotten down on one knee and asked, Dr. Lauren has a problem. I have an issue. And I tell them, and I say, well, what would you say? And you know what? It's just like, I have a mentor, Sanjeev Chopra, and he tells the story of Steve Jobs when he was 5 years old. The teacher gave them an assignment to just write down what you want to be when you grow up. And they failed him on the assignment, said he didn't understand the assignment. And the mother brought him back in and said, yes, he did. Because what he wrote down, what do you want to be when you grow up? He simply said, I want to be happy. Do you see? Did you not feel that chill that moved through your spirit? Our children, today, the young people in this world, this is their world. I am a relic. I am ancient. I am an alien. They are indigenous. They don't remember phone booths. They don't remember television going off. They don't know that little dot that we watch disappear in the middle of the screen. Just like I don't know how to get an upload to upload on my phone, and things like that. And they do it without even looking. They can type on the phone and not even look at the keypad. I'm like, how do you do that? Because this is their world. So I encourage everyone, when you speak to children about their purpose, don't make it yours. Ask them about theirs. You might be surprised what they have to say.
So I was once told that the generation today is the future. I don't believe that. And you know why not? Because I believe every adult in this room and every adult on social media is the future of our children, because we are the ones that are going to teach them. We are the ones that are going to take away that stigma and the shame of whatever they want to be, whatever they want to do. We are the ones that are going to allow them to have a voice, because if we don't do that, we are going to have more mental health problems than we already have now. So encourage. We don't need to empower. We're already empowered. Encourage them to be who they want to be, to have that voice. And in that tone, I will tell you that next year's book will be Wings of Wellness. And so I'm going to reach out to everyone in this room who is willing to be an author in this book, and anyone on social media, to reach out to us, and we'd be more than happy to listen. But it's going to be on many topics in wellness, and cover mental health and addiction and stories. Maybe my vision is not only stories from adults, but stories from children, young people. And so, thank you. I am now going to hand the mic over to, where did he go? There he is. Sir Kaya. She's next. And Sabrina.
Let's give another round of applause to the amazing authors and the amazing wisdom. And in a moment, not just yet. We're gonna be on this camera, right?
Yes, we are.
Should we move this forward a little bit then?
There we go.
Would that work?
That's good. Okay. Are we now live? Or not live or something? I think I'm here. Hey, I have a microphone. That's so powerful. I just want to say, okay, I'm not live? Yeah, it says I'm live. Yeah, I'm live somewhere. Some place is recording this, and that's good. All right, guys, stuff happens when you go live. I just have to say, I'm so blessed. Sorkaya is here.
Oh,
And Donna Campbell is here. Oh, and you're all here, and that's spectacular. And Donna is such a talent. And I invited her into the book, and all I can say, she brought her dog. I know you guys don't understand this is a book launch, but tomorrow I'm having a butterfly event, and I'm doing a worldwide canine flutter, and she brought her dog, and she brought butterfly wings. She did. It's absolutely true.
I did. When she talked about the canines, I'm like, okay, I'm going to bring my daughter. We're going to bring the dog. We bought butterfly wings. It'll be a lot of fun.
But it is just spectacular, the talent that's in this book. And I know we're supposed to go elsewhere, Sorkaya, and I know you were going around, but it is
Yeah.
live and stuff happens.
yeah.
But Donna is like, as far as talent goes, you guys need to read this book. The people in this book are so spectacular that it's like off the charts. I have no idea how this happened, but I thank God for it. Thank you, Donna, for being here.
Thank you. And thank you, Teresa, so much for inviting me into this book project at the Los Angeles Tribune. We are incredibly proud to be here. We're going to be writing up some media articles. We put a few things out before these events as well. And so we'll be covering the event tomorrow. And it'll be fun to put some of those assets to use and into the future websites, because I hear we want to break some world records.
Mm.
Okay, so everybody that's watching, my goal is to break the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest number of people dressed as butterflies. They have such stringent rules. If I followed those rules, we would never break a world record. But the truth is, since day one of this event, and we are in the third year of this event, we have broken every record on the planet. We have events happening in Kenya, events happening in Nepal, events, thanks to El Ullman, who is on my board, happening in 100 countries around the world. We are praying for peace. We are changing the world. And it was just an idea 3 years ago. And I'm whispering it because it was a whisper. It was sent from the divine. And I listened, because the whispers go to everyone. Not everyone listens. You have to listen and act on it. So thank you, Elle, for your contribution. Thank you, Mavis, for your contribution. Thank you, everybody that's here. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Sir Kaya. And now we're gonna, I have no idea what is happening. What is happening? What is happening? I am
Sabrina?
live. Sabrina, are we going up now? Are you next? Okay, so Sir Kaya, it's all you for introductions now for Sabrina. Thank you. Hello. I feel so blessed that I'm here and I have certificates. I don't know if you can see them. I guess people don't do certificates, but I like having certificates. People like being honored, and I honored you. It's true. I know Dan is over there laughing. It's a memory, and there are so many authors. So Sabrina, are any of the authors online now on the StreamYard? If they are, I want you to bring them up. They're not? Okay. Well, that's fine. We have many authors that couldn't fly here, but yes, but we have authors that are here and I want to honor them and I want them to come up and receive their certificates. And yes, pose for the photos. Go like this. I am so worthy, right? So that's exactly what I want you to do. And we're okay. Well, you can ask them, but right now we're just streaming. So the first person, because we're going to do in alphabetical order, is Alana Hipyo, who is so fabulous and so amazing. And I want her to stand with her certificate because you guys, everybody in this book is so amazing and you really don't know who they are. And I want you to take a moment to go explore who they are because once you do, you're going to go, wow. And it is a truly wow moment. So, Alana, please join us. Thank you for being. Oh, and I'm going to get the book. Hold on. I'm going to run over there and get the book. Oh, we have the book. Woo. Look at this. And with the certificate. There we go. All right. So this is the photo moment. Yes, thank you all for taking this picture. And now we move on. Alana, thank you. We need the book. Thank you. Okay, our next, yes. Oh, the next is my sister Beatriz, who is so beautiful and so amazing to be in this book. And I am so honored that she is here. So Beatriz, please come up. And look how beautiful she looks. She's styling. Or wait, we have black and white styling. I'm sorry, we interrupt this moment to style. Let's look. No, we're styling now. We're styling now. Oh, I'm sorry. We're styling. Sir Kaya, you're always styling, so style with us. Ooh, okay, this is live. This is actually happening. This is not pretend. Okay, here's your certificate. Yes, this is what happens at my live events. So there you go. There's the book. So thank you all. Go Beatriz. Thank you. Mwah. Okay. Okay, and our next certificate goes to, okay, here we go. Kat Caldwell Myers. If you guys don't know Kat has been bringing, oh, we have 4 minutes, but we're going to go over. So everybody, we're going to go over our timeline. We are, because I'm going to go through every author that's here. So Kat does our equine flutter. And so the book, so a picture with the book. There you go. So there you go. Thank you, Kat. Love you, girl. Thank you. Woo! All right, we move on. Thank you. Okay, next person. Okay, our next author is Chris Igwe, who I am so honored who's here. Come up to receive your certificate. You guys, Chris Igwe is so difficult to reach, and yet I have.
Thank you so much.
So, yes, please, over there. There you go. I know, we're having a photo op moment. Yes, we are. And we're going over our 4-minute limit. But yes, we are. Thank you, Chris. Okay, our next author is? Of course, Donna Campbell. Come back up. It has been an honor to have Donna be part of this. So Donna, thank you for being part of our book. This is our photo op moment. Yes, we do. Okay, thank you. Okay, next author. Oh, okay. I just have to say, Dennis Bonilla has been the most amazing social media presence of this book ever. So please come up. Dennis Bonilla single-handedly made this a bestseller. He is so amazing. Thank you all, but Dennis is just spectacular. Thank you, Dennis. Next. Okay, our next recipient is Dr. Lauren Michaels Harris, who everybody's clapping already. This is this is the certificate. You guys, I so love this man. He has changed my life and he will change yours. Just open up your hearts and we will move forward in changing the world. Thank you.
for that. I love you.
Yeah. Okay, I just have to say this. We are doing a book. There is a woman in this room who turned to me and said, Teresa, why would I do a book if it's not a #1 bestseller? And she's on my board. She has totally changed my life. So Elle Ullman, please come up to receive your certificate because not only do you deserve this, you deserve so much more.
You were amazing. I am so honored, honestly, to have been asked to be in your company. I am so honored, and thank you so much, Teresa, for putting us all in each other's company. I truly, you are remarkable.
Thank you so much. I do learn. I am teachable, people. You're all laughing because you know I'm an emotional basket case. My emotions do come out. But Elle has been an exceptional teacher, and I am grateful. Thank you. Thank you for being on my board. You have totally changed me.
That energy just comes from
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, all right. Board members galore. My next recipient is Grace Lovray. You're hearing it. Grace not only changed my life, she basically looked at my paperwork and said, no, this is not happening. She gave me a checklist. She told me what to do, and I followed it like a Bible. And I am so grateful for you changing my life. Thank you, Grace.
I feel like I graduated.
You did, as have
I
I.
got my certificate, my wing certificate.
Yes, you have. So thank you. And thank you, Bobby. I know you're here. Okay, no, he's not here. Sorry, people aren't here. Okay, next is Mavis Ty. You guys were not privy to the beautiful, I guess, what am I going to call it? There's a workshop this morning. It was here in this room, and it absolutely expanded all of our lives. So thank you, Mavis, for joining us. Thank you for being part of this project. You are expanding our world, and I'm just grateful that you're here. Thank you. Next one. Sabrina, Miss Sabrina. Okay, so before Sabrina comes up here, I just have to say, I want to build butterfly sanctuaries all over the world. And Sabrina's firm reached out and said they would do the architecture. This is a huge, well-known firm. And those plans, which she didn't fully share, are you can alter it to any country in the world. What a gift. Gifted to the Trueness Project. Thank you, Sabrina. And she is part of this book. She was part of our first book, and she has her own book on the side if you wish to learn from her. Thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you.
Anybody else? That's it? All right. We have reached all of the authors that are here. If there is an author here that did not get a certificate, please stand up right now. All right. I got everyone. How is that? How is that? Thank you all for joining the live stream. Thank you, authors that are online. I don't know why we couldn't get you up there, but we couldn't, but we will make amends in some way. We always do. So thank you all for being part of the live stream. Our book is live. Please buy it. Please do what is it called? A review. Please do a review on Amazon. Oh.
New York Times best-selling.
Oh,
Most
no.
popular, let's go.
Yes, we want to be there.
That's why not. Let's go.
Yes, exactly. See, Sir Kaya has the spirit. He goes,
Yeah.
why not?
Why not?
If you can
If
dream
not
it, we
you,
can
then
do it.
who?
Exactly.
If not now, then when?
Exactly. I love this man. Well, right now, the book is 99 cents and it is available on Amazon. And I encourage you all to buy it now and do your reviews now because what? Yes, they have to open the app and they have to review the book to do the review. But I have to tell you, as a Cuban immigrant, I can't believe I'm speaking to you right here, right now, next to Sir Kaya. I mean, this is like wild to me, right? And the people in this room, it's like freaking, I cannot describe to you what I'm actually feeling. This is so amazing. Thank you all. I firmly believe that you will so benefit from this book. Go to Amazon and buy it, review it, and get us on the New York Times bestseller list. What a dream that would be. I mean, I was just sitting there going, I would really like to be on the New York Times bestseller list. Truly. And look what's happened. You're all here. You're all doing your best. And Chris, I so love you because he was the hardest nut to crack. So I have to keep mentioning him because truly that man thought I was insane. And he's sitting here and he's in the book. So with that, I end our live stream. Thank you very much for joining us. And thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
We have
and
one-
to,
we have one more finale.
oh, we do. Oh, yes, but he's not going to be part of you want him to be part of the live stream?
No, well,
He can.
sure,
He
sure,
can.
Sure, he's-
Okay,
he's-
Dan, do you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
be part of the live stream? All right. Yes, yes, okay. So we have a treat for you all. He was not going to be part of the live stream, but we're going to keep it going. And Dan, who I met casually and discussed life casually, is here. And once he describes to you, and he's
Yeah.
described to Sir Kaya who he actually is, you will be so inspired. So without further ado, I'm going to hand you the mic.
Yes.
Thank you all for being here. This actually ends the live stream, but if you want to
Hang out.
for the comedians.
35,000 copies in a week, I think, is a New York Times best-selling book.
Yeah,
From what I hear,
I think so.
we can make that happen.
So thank you all.
We can make it happen.
Peace.
Round of applause to all the awardees, the certificate awardees. So I'm really honored to introduce this gentleman, Dan Ninen. And he is a comedian for the evening, and he has actually performed in front of President Obama, President Trump, Kamala Harris, Michael Bloomberg, Rudy Giuliani, Bill de Blasio, and Hillary Clinton. Pretty esteemed group right there. He has performed in 28 countries and appeared in Apple commercial, on Family Guy, and on Billions. Please welcome comedian Dan Ninen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir Redford. All right, it's great to be here. So, I'm the world's only half Indian, half Japanese comedian. My dad is from India and my mom is from Japan, so I get my sushi from 7-Eleven. I wasn't always a comedian. Before I was a comedian, I was a computer guy. Big surprise. I worked at Intel Corporation up in Silicon Valley, and when I applied for the job at Intel, they said, you're Indian and Japanese. You don't even have to interview. You can be vice president. Now, I wasn't vice president, but I actually did work for Intel, the big chip company. It was my job to travel the world with chairman and co-founder